Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Rosenthal with you on this Friday afternoon. We are recording this broadcast as of about 4:22 this afternoon, and we've got lots to talk about, folks. Some snow is coming. Should be interesting tomorrow night at Ray's New Garden Restaurant. Come on down, as Arthur used to say. We'll have a drink and we'll sing some karaoke. It's still on, you know. Arthur, I understand you're very drunk. All right. Ready? Here we go. We got lots to talk about, and boy, it's cold out today. And let me just let's do the weather headline first, shall we? We have a very cold night coming up tonight. No two ways about that. Going out partying tonight? Not me, really. It'll be cold, kids. No two ways about that. Now, snow's going to break out late tomorrow afternoon. It may end as a little rain in Boston, but I think we could stay 75% snow, the way I see it, because by the time the warm air gets here at the surface, I think the bulk of the precip is gone. And then next week we get a weather break. It'll start off cold, and then we're going to warm up. And then we shall see what we shall see. All right, what do I want to do first here? I want to show you the watches and warnings. That's what. All right, so this is what the National Weather Service did. I'm not going to criticize them. In the purple zone here, Boston, maybe out to about the 128 belt, we have a winter weather advisory, something like this, okay? Southern Worcester County and through Hartford. In the pink zone, north and west of 128, is a winter storm warning. And in the bluer zone here, I should say turquoise, it's a winter storm watch. A little convoluted. I think the winter storm warning should be in Boston too, but look. What do I know, right? Anyway, it's certainly cold enough to snow. We've got temperatures in the teens and 20s across New England, single numbers in far northern Vermont and Maine, and below zero in eastern Canada. So a lot of cold air is going to hold tough, folks. As the surge of warm air comes up the coast late tomorrow, we're going to have an overrunning situation initially with the surge of warm air coming into cold air. We're going to snow pretty good for a while tomorrow night. So if you are going to be on the roadways, please be careful driving. A new surge of cold air building up in western Canada. Some of this in modified form will be sneaking into New England by late Monday, Tuesday of next week. You want it warm, you need to go to Florida and see Joanna Jethro Mills. It's 80 plus in South Florida right now. Looking pretty good there. All right, let's see where the storm is. We get a large swath of snow happening now through the eastern Dakotas and Minnesota into Wisconsin, coming in almost to Chicago at the present time. We've got sleet in southern portions of Missouri. And we get some scattered showers and thunderstorms from Oklahoma to Texas in the warm air. This precipitation is heading steadily to the northeast and will be in Boston tomorrow after dark. So, all right, so let's get into it and see what we see in terms of the weather situation. Let's put the synoptics on for you. 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We have low pressure. This is the primary storm back in the Great Lakes. We have a weather front, something in this position. Looks like a cold front becoming occluded. And then there's a warm front south of New England. Looks like there's a little triple point low developing in eastern Pennsylvania at that point, just like this. But that surge of warm air overriding the cold air is going to give a thump of snow on the front end of this storm, even though normally you'd say, gee, a quick shot of snow going to rain because of the south and southwest wind here is going to penetrate in, but not so fast. I think this little low in the front is going to hold that real warm air out. So by 1 o'clock in the morning, we have that secondary low. See, they find it too. Right around south of Martha's Vineyard. Let's put it like that. And here's the primary storm back into the Great Lakes. And we do have, my pen's dying on me here. But anyway, you see in this position. So this low is going to hold the cold air in low levels of the atmosphere. And even if we were to get enough warm air in Boston at that point to mix or sleet or rain, it's just over. I think by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, this is over for Boston. Still snowing pretty good in northern New England, and you'll be able to see it. By 8 o'clock Sunday morning, the storm is into the Gulf of Maine. It's goodbye and good luck. Cold front coming through. A secondary front in this position will bring a lot of clouds in Sunday afternoon, maybe a late flurry. Cold northwest winds are blowing in for Martin Luther King Day. Martin. All right, how much snow are we going with? I've upped it a little bit in Boston to the Merrimack Valley. Now look, let's look at the range. Let's not just look at the top number. I'm going 3 to perhaps as much as 6 inches from the Merrimack Valley, Boston, southern Worcester County. Points north and west in the blue zone, 4 to 8, from about Brockton to Plymouth to Providence to Hartford County, 2 to 4, and over the Cape and the Islands, we're looking at 1 to 3. So overnight, here's the deal. Clear sky, very cold, still windy, 3 to 12 above, wind chills below zero. Where is my new and improved 7-day forecast? What did I do? What did you do with that furniture that you bought from the big box store? All right, here we go. Here's the 7-day forecast. Let's bring it on. So we have snow developing tomorrow, probably after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's cold all day. It'll be in the 20s, and then temperatures will get close to freezing in Boston tomorrow night. But I do think if we change to rain, the heaviest precip is done. Sunday, variable clouds. It'll be 35 to 40, turning colder late, maybe a late flurry. Monday, Martin Luther King Day. It's partly cloudy and cold. They're freezing, colder on Tuesday. And then look at the trend. Wednesday, sunny, 35. Then we're the low 40s Thursday and Friday of next week. That's not bad. Then more changes are coming by next weekend. The long-range models still have no clue. No clue of what's going on long range. I read all this stuff on Twitter. Oh, people are changing their February forecast. Now it's going to be warm because one run of the EPS and the GEFS says it's going to be warm. Bullshit. Come on, guys. You're smarter than that. You know it's going to look different tomorrow. I don't mean to be flipping here or arrogant, but flip it, not flipping. Flip it. Flippant. Don't be flippant or arrogant. There's just been no continuity in a long-range model. So to jump onto one run or two runs, go, now it looks like this. Forget it. We'll see. We'll babysit you through this because it's just been very unstable, sort of like yours truly. That's why I have a new shrink and new meds, and I'm feeling good. Really? Well, some of it's true. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful Friday night. Stay warm. Hug somebody by a fireplace with a glass of wine and kiss away, baby. It's Friday night. We'll be here throughout the weekend. We'll keep you posted. I'm Mark Rosenthal. Peace out. I love you, Joanne.